Hey, professional family man. Got a step-by-step plan for you that I think could spark your internal genius. Get your creative juices flowing so you can do what you gotta do and get to the lifestyle you're trying to get to. You can take a step outside to some food for thought because I wanted to see if we could inspire you a bit today to see what could be done with spaces with women and children. You know, this is this is not my space in an apartment downtown, but this is the garden that my mom and dad put together. And I don't mind sharing it with you because I think we can get talking about, or at least thinking about, creating a space with women and children. And I know it can sound cheesy, but how would you feel if you had the time to plant a lady's favorite food out in the garden and cook it up? We have um, regular chive and spinach and fresh living lettuce. These items. This is the kind of space we could want for women and children. And it's easier to get when we think if we start building systems, if we start growing an audience and giving sales to them. So we said there was a step-by-step system to get your creative juices flowing. I think the first thing is to remain motivated and connected with our goals. Okay, if we can get a comfortable environment for women and children, we can feel a lot better. You know, so a couple of things we can do. You can record audios, convert them to MP3, and get them into iTunes through Libsyn and Stitcher Radio, SoundCloud. These are three deliverers of podcasts. You can type up an ebook, and in the descriptions of your YouTube videos, your podcasts, your value giving materials, where you help someone with whatever they care about, you can say, alright, here's a link to a web page that will collect your information. All we're looking for is your name, email address, possibly a phone number, so we can communicate with you until we know that you're feeling good about your goal. You know, so you're delivering results. You're delivering results in the beginning before you go for the contact information. You're saying, okay, you're trying to get into a home. Well, here's some different types of mortgages. Here's uh, an avenue you can go to. There are some rent-to-own networks where if you've faced your foreclosure, you face some kind of challenge, then you can use your job as your credit. And there are investors that are looking for you specifically. There are ways to tackle every challenge. We face it properly. So all of a sudden, you've got goodwill in the community because you help them with their most emotional trouble. You know, and you said, okay, let's find the path to relief. And then you can say, all right, well, if you still care about this and you want to get better at it, let's say you want to get guaranteed return on a paycheck and you're trying to use as much as you can with tax lien investing. You're trying to get started with, say, $50. You're a young man trying to get those family resources. You can say, all right, here's a program that can help you, and we're gonna direct you there, and hopefully you can help us out with a cut. And it may be indirectly, not even from the consumer. It's just a thank you from the developer of the product. You know, because we're not here to nickel and dime people. We're here to gather what we can and share the pie. You know, so there are a couple of things that we can do once we have the open communication with our audience. We can say, okay, partner, did this work for you? Maybe you'd like this. And it's just emailing them so they can view at their own convenience, calling them with a message of another resource, and focusing more on doing the best we can for them than the commission, because it will follow. You know, the we can have a world of abundance for a family if we do these action steps. We connect with an audience needs. We understand their needs. We pursue it with, frankly, getting people into a home and helping them develop residual income that doesn't require labor seem to be the closest ways to an avenue of an avenue of lifestyle change for these families. You know, if we could teach them how to make sales online and how to not use their back but their mind to generate income after they've spent, because sometimes we pay out until it hurts with the bills. That's part of growing up, you know, and it'll motivate us to increase our income. We can save time with partnerships and making those phone calls, you know, because all we're trying to do is open up the conversation until we can solve the problem and talk it over, talk it over, talk it over until we know that everyone's satisfied. So, alright, brother, I hope it gives you some motivation. You can definitely do this. I'm jealous of this space, and we can hopefully have it with women and children someday. And then, you know, cheers to you, mate. I know that your endeavors are worth it. So, take care.